Good morning, Kitchen Witches. Today is Saturday, May 23rd, and this is your tarot card and menu inspiration for the day. I'm Chef Lisa, editor-in-chief of A Chef's Grimoire magazine, which fuses tarot with culinary arts. So we're going to pick one card, and that is going to give us the atmospheric understanding of the day, as well as our menu for the day. What is the feeling for today that we need to know about? And what menus will it bring about? Ready? The Ace of Cups. Oh, Ace of Cups. This is truly a gift from the universe. So we need to make sure today we utilize its energy. Cups are all about our emotions. It's about our feelings, and water is its element. And water, as you know, flows. It flows into all the cracks and crevices. And that's what our feelings do, right? They flow. They're not constant and, flatlined. They ebb and flow through the day in many, many different ways. So this is the gift of feelings, which means for us humans, what better than to be happy and vibrant and alert and, focused with our heart. Yeah? So today's inspiration for you is to feel the room and be conscious of it, right? Because we do it automatically. That's our superpower as humans, is to feel the room. As humans, as animals in general, that's how you stay alive, is reading the room and knowing, is it fight or flight? Is it, calm and peaceful? So we all know, well, you walk into a room that has many people in it, you're going to gravitate towards either somebody you know, or if you don't know them, you're going to read the room so that you know how to conduct yourself in order to quote unquote fit in. Yes? Ace of Cups will help you with that. So the inspiration today is check in with your feelings throughout the day. In the morning when you wake up, it's Saturday, so many of us are going to be sleeping in. Yes, we're going to be luxuriously starting our day, and no alarms are set, so you don't have to jolt out of bed. So you want to walk into the kitchen and you want to actually make something that's going to make you happy. And that is where we're going to turn this over into our menu planning for the day. Menu plan with your heart, which means all the things that you love, or if you're feeding people, the collective will love as well. So our first choice is breakfast, and I'm thinking pancakes. Everybody loves a pancake, but we're going to make it happy. We're going to add chocolate and bananas. So there's many ways to do this, right? You can make your batter. Add cocoa powder to it, and that way it's a chocolate pancake. Then add your bananas as you're pan frying them in butter. Or you can not add the cocoa powder and instead add chocolate chips and bananas to your dough or your batter. The other way to do it is to not add the chocolate to the batter at all. Instead, add your bananas, pan fry them, and then drizzle them with chocolate sauce. Oh my goodness. A little whipped cream. Oh, that would make me happy. I don't know about you. So breakfast, done. Lunch. Let's go a little healthy. We're going to do a seared salmon or air fried salmon, which is my favorite way of making salmon. And then while that's happening, or even in the oven, do it in the oven. However you make your salmon, make your salmon. Little salt, little pepper, olive oil, done. Very simple. Then what you're going to bring in to add complexity to the meal is a blueberry basil sauce. Yes, blueberries are much more affordable right now. They're coming into season, so we're getting them still from California. Love you, California, but I'm in New York. We're getting them from California. So, and the prices are coming down. So buy a pint, something of that, pop it in a sauce pot with a little water, not much, tablespoon or two. And if you wish, you can add some maple syrup or honey, whatever you want to sweeten them with, a little bit. Remember, it's going on fish, so you don't want it overly sweet. And then you just bring it to a high simmer until the blueberries break down and start to become jammy. You can add a little bit more water if you wish to thin it out. But otherwise, a jammy, loose enough to fall off a spoon, topping is what we're looking for. While they're working, take some fresh basil. If you grow it on your deck, fantastic. Take a few leaves, chiffonade them, and all that is rolling them into a fat cigar and then taking your knife, slicing them very thinly. And then what that creates is little ribbons. Toss them into the blueberry sauce, or not toss them into the sauce, put the sauce over the salmon and then sprinkle the chiffonade of basil over the top. Delicious. Delicious and very simple. And really, you can get that meal on your lunch table in 20 minutes. Easy. If you wish, you can add some bitter greens underneath, like arugula, or, you can, sky's the limit with the greens, whatever your favorite is. Put that underneath the salmon and you have a salmon salad with the blueberry basil sauce. Delicious. So, dinner. What's for dinner? I'm thinking honey braised pork empanadas. Empanadas, just looking at them makes me happy. So you make your dough, a very simple empanada dough, and you can find one on the internet, easy. Make your dough. The pork, up to you. If you leave this dish to the last minute, you might want to use a boneless pork, center cut pork chop. You're going to cook it, of course, and then you're going to shred it. If you have more time, and if you're watching this in the morning and have the time to pop any kind of pork shoulder, pork loin, pork chops, into the crock pot for 8 hours, aces. Aces. That will definitely break the proteins down, make them uber tender, and then from there you can shred them. And that is going in. Oh, and while you have it in the crock pot, of course, you're going to add a little honey, right? Because it's going to braise in this liquid. You're going to add honey, olive oil, maybe a garlic clove or two. And just let that go for a long time. If you're doing it in the pan, same thing applies. Sear your pork chop, cover it, maybe add a little chicken broth so that it has more moisture, olive oil, garlic cloves, and then once it's fully cooked, and you might want to keep it on the stove longer than you would if you were just going to sear it and put it on a plate. So maybe a half hour covered at a medium temperature with the broth. Make sure there's broth in that saute, or you're deglazing with a broth. So it has liquid to poach in. And then it's going to be soft enough to shred. That's what we're looking for. But the honey is in there, right, to give it a little more sweetness. Shred your meat, and you already have your dough ready. So next thing is, do you want to just have meat empanadas? Do you want to add cheese? Do you want to add chopped up leafy greens that are also sauteed? Do you want to add other vegetables? Up to you. Sky's the limit. Go with your heart, right? And then once you form your little empanadas, into the oven they go. Bake them. You certainly can fry them. Why not? So up to you. Again, go with your heart. But that's dinner. And all from the Ace of Cups. My puppy approves. All from the Ace of Cups. So you too can menu plan with your tarot cards. When you pull your card in the morning for the day, also ask it what meals to make, and it will give you the answers. If you like the content, you can find more about this kind of thing through the magazine. It's a quarterly magazine. You can subscribe for $5 a month via digital, or if you want a hard copy, it's print on demand through my website. And all of that information is going to be in the show notes. Thank you for watching. And as always, nourish yourself and those you love with your kitchen magic. Until tomorrow.